There we go. All right, here's another question that's just too long to use the tool that I use where I can bring it up on the screen, so I'm showing you the whole thing. And so you can see we have 17 more. So I wasn't joking, there's a lot of them. This one says, I came across something really fascinating in Job recently. In chapter 42, it states that Job received double what he previously had. And if you compare to chapter 1, everything is doubled except his children. His 10 children died, and instead of numbering 20 children in chapter 42, he has 10. But I think the implication is that he actually does have double the children he previously had because his dead children are actually living on in another realm of existence. I think taking this implication a step further suggests that animals don't actually have eternal souls that will continue on in the afterlife. Otherwise, their number wouldn't need to be doubled in chapter 42 because Job would still have them spiritually like he has his children. It's the only thing I've ever come across in scripture that I felt might answer the frequent youth question about their dog going to heaven. The answer seems to be no, according to Job. Is this a pretty piece of evidence? Are there any flaws in my logic? Really cool and interesting question. Thank you for sharing. I think I would agree. Let's look at it together, but I think I would agree with that assessment. So let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll start at chapter 42. No, let's start at Job 1. Okay. So before all the spiritual warfare, behind the scenes type of stuff happens in this book, we just kind of get a introduction to who Job is and what he has. So we'll read that section, then we'll jump to the end of the book. So in Job 1, it says, there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. And that man was blameless and upright, one who feared God and turned away from evil. There was born to him 7 sons and 3 daughters. Okay, let's keep that in mind. He possessed 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 female donkeys, and very many servants. So that this man was the greatest of all the people of the East. His sons used to go and hold a feast in the house of each one on his day, and they would send and invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. And when the days of the feast had run their course, Job would send and consecrate them, and he would rise early in the morning and offer burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my children have sinned and cursed God in their hearts. Thus Job did continually. Awesome man, great father to have the thought to do that for his kids. Okay. 7 sons, 3 daughters, 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 female donkeys. Let's open another tab so we can just look at them back and forth. And Job 42. So after all of the stuff happens, then the end of the book, Job, the Lord restores Job's fortunes. It says, and the Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he had prayed for his friends. And the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Then came to him all his brothers and sisters and all who had known him before and ate bread with him in his house. They showed him sympathy and comforted him for all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him. And each of them gave him a piece of money and a ring of gold. And the Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than his beginning. And he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 female donkeys. I think that was purple. 14,000 sheep, 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, doubled to 6,000 camels, 1,000 and 1,000, 500 and 500. Everything was perfectly doubled. But it says, back up here, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Down to verse 13, he also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. He called the name of the first daughter, Jemima, the name of the second, Keziah, the name of the third, Karen-Hapuk. First Karen-Hapuk. And in all the land there were no women so beautiful as Job's daughters. Their father gave them an inheritance among their brothers, and after this Job lived 140 years and saw his sons and his sons' sons 4 generations, and Job died an old man and full of days. So the question is first off pointing out that, okay, it says that everything is doubled, And it does say that. The Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. But only the animals seem to be doubled, not the children. He didn't now have 14 sons and 6 daughters, He didn't have 14 new sons and 6 new daughters. He had 7 more sons and 3 more daughters. So in total, he now has 14 sons and 6 daughters. 10 of them are living on the earth. They're the new ones. And 10 of them are in eternity. Those are the ones that passed away. And so the question is just, is that the right way to think about it? Are those 10 who passed away still his kids? Is this accurate to say that everything was double? I think so. I think it is. I don't think there's a flaw in that logic, honestly. Because when we die, it's just our physical body that dies. We are still alive. We're just on the other side of eternity. But to the specific part of the question about the animals, where it says, I think taking this implication a step further suggests that animals don't actually have souls that continue on in the afterlife. I think that's fair to say, and I've always thought that anyway, but I do agree that this is a supporting scripture for that. One I've never thought about in that sense, but yeah, I think that is a good supporting scripture. Because otherwise, the Lord just would have done the same thing and given him, another 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500, but he doubled them. But if they were still alive, then, now he has 3 times as much, not twice as much. One thing to add to the question, just for anyone who's, hearing this and thinking, well, what about animals in heaven? And oh man, that destroys my whole thought. There are animals in the new heaven and new earth. In the book of Isaiah, it talks about the wolf lying down with the lamb, not the lion with the lamb. Sometimes we misquote it as that, but it says the wolf lying down with the lamb. There are animals, but I don't think it's the same animals. Could God supernaturally recreate that same animal in eternity? Yeah, sure. He's God. He can do anything. But, that was a really interesting question. Thank you for asking that one. I liked it.